Hello, guys. Welcome to this reading. Archangel Michael, please be my guide as I do this read. Help me receive any messages with truth and clarity. Block any negative energies, any ill intention, and help me receive the messages. Alright, so we'll just go from the top. Alright, flexibility. Do one more. Okay. Interesting, this face is always showing up here. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. Even in my last read, there were like these faces showing up in the sky. Alright, so doors to wisdom. Standing on a mask here. There's the face too. Alright, let's see. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down, consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around you or around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you. Okay. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. So honesty could be opening the doors here for reflection, being flexible in order to face certain things here, unmasking. There is the truth, which is the essence of the thing, and there is a truth subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is the time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. Okay, so getting out of denial. For relationships, it says to engage in heartfelt, open conversations. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honesty, and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Okay. Let me see here. Co-create. So 5 is changes. This is like a new beginning here. Looking within, being honest. All right, let's see, 40. Creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions, yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of the intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. Okay, so maybe there's some kind of creativity block here. Maybe not feeling good enough in your expression. Okay, there's a need to partner here, and that could be the reason for this need to be flexible and face some denial here. Let me see. Two is partnership. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So maybe there's some vulnerability struggles here. Let's see here. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So, releasing control here, needing to align with spirit. Let me see. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So there could be some issues with trust here, with releasing control, being vulnerable, but it is called to release control in order to let things flow naturally. There is a struggle here, though, to bring creativity in. Maybe there's too much of inner conflict. With the feminine aspect here of being vulnerable. All right, let's see here. Maybe there's still a need to gain some wisdom here. And possibly not try to hide one's sensitivity or vulnerability. There could be a struggle to connect to your feminine energy. All right, let's see here. Milk and honey, 51. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing, abundance, trusting your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. 1313 on the timer. When all your senses are awakened to the unlimited possibilities in the universe, these times are precious and only come when you are in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. So there's this possibility of achieving great things, just not holding on too tightly, because that could cause this imbalance here. Sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with honey of abundance. All that glitters. All right, let's see here. Born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. So there's a need to hold the vision here. Let's see, number 16. All that glitters, a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. To don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not. Let's see. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear, the motives underlying them. Imagine that all that glitters is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? That's a good one. Okay, so that's kind of, I take it as like a caution to really think about the superficial things that you think would make you happy and what they would be without, what that would look like without the actual status of it underneath. It's like when we say, this will make me happy if I have this or this, and most of the time when people achieve a certain thing, sometimes they have no emotion because it doesn't feel as it should or as they expected it to. See things beyond the superficial. Try to be something you're not, so be cautious of not being attached, or no, be cautious of being attached to an image or an idea of what you think happiness is or what could, because then you place more, what is the word here? People seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. So don't use things to add more identity to yourself. The card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and look underneath the surface. Okay, so, And it also says recognize the masks people wear and motives underlying them. So don't change who you are, and also be aware of sort of where that could lead if you do become attached to material things that you choose to identify yourself with. Okay, let's see here to the sea. Being in flow, returning to source, recognize how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. So maybe this blockage here, needing to realign with your feminine energy, is causing a blockage because there's this idea of if I have more um, money, or if I have more wealth, like a material things to identify me, just that thought is bringing this imbalance here, because it's not always, there's more to it underneath the surface here. Usually there's always some kind of attachment to material things. But with the to the sea here card, it's saying returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful that when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? Wait a minute. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. All right, let's see. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So when it comes to relationship, I do wonder if this is for a masculine here that needs to look within, possibly be more flexible. There's this maybe fear of co-creating with the feminine energy. or somebody's not in tune with their emotions due to materialistic things here, needing to release control, and letting the universe guide. So it's mostly all about releasing control here and being honest with oneself. Okay.